他们对天气已经非常适应了，变化也非常。
Like people in Amsterdam, Dutch in Amsterdam, they don't complain about their weather.
Oh, really?
那你在抱怨的话，那么你就不能待在这里了。
Yeah, if you complain about this weather, then you cannot stay here. You have to go away.
That's true.
生命就是这样的变化。Today morning how many cold? And 12 o'clock, sun come. And 2 o'clock for now, too hot. And then maybe next moment it's quick change. 我们头脑就这样，你就顺，你察觉冷来了，太阳出来了，风来了，你就是享受这样，你不要去评断它的话，那么你的灵性跟你的生活就合为一体。
Our mind is like the weather in Holland, very changeable. And then if you understand your mind, just as you understand the weather of Holland, then you don't get annoyed immediately when the changes come. You will be relaxed, more relaxed, and following the changes.
有个禅和尚要离开师父，他说：“师父，我要离开你，到不同地方，有什么忠告？”
One Zen monk is leaving his Zen master, so before he leaves, he asked the Zen master to give him some advice.
他说：“我给你要注意，冷的时候穿点衣服，热的时候少穿衣服。
And the master
饿的
said,
话再吃饭，饱了再停。”
the master said, oh yes, this you have to remember. When you are hungry, give yourself food. When you feel cold, put on your overcoat. And when you feel hot, take off your clothes.
他不那么简单，
So simple?
在阿姆斯特丹就这样就好了。
Yes, you can also do this in Amsterdam.
那你就知道，你就活在灵性跟生活的一体里。
Yeah, if you can live like this, you are living inside your spirituality.
所以我们要记住，不要区分它，其实我们就在完整里。
So remember, don't discriminate this daily life, and then you will live in your completeness, in your spirituality.
加上一句，你知道你自己在干什么，需要什么就好了。
There's only one thing you have to notice. You have to know what you are doing.
然后自己去承担，那就够。
And take your own responsibility, and that will be enough.
在我们中国有一种就是三魂七魄嘛，哈。我们的灵魂的灵性的东西，不是只有一个灵性的，你里面还有三魂七魄呢。
三魂七魄。
嘿，这三魂都是身心脑嘛，七魄就是7个能量体嘛。
In Chinese saying, there's one expression similar to spirituality. Chinese believe that in this so-called spirituality, there are 3 Hun and 7 Pia. And this 3 Hun could say means body, heart, and mind, and this 7 Pia means 7 chakras.
三魂七魄就是说，你是整体在那里的，你没有失去，这样你的完整，你是完整的。
And everybody has this Samhun Chipya, this body, heart, and mind, this 7 chakra. Everybody is complete.
但是你失去一个，失去你的头脑，你的身体就失去平衡。你的头脑，你的身体失去平衡，你的头脑就失去平衡。
什么叫失去头脑？
你的身体只要有3个失去一个平衡，2个也会混乱。
Yeah, and among this body, heart, and mind, once one part of you lost balance, and the other part would be influenced.
比如说，你身体不舒服、痛，
For example, when your body, physical body, is sick and painful,
你的头脑就开始幻想，
And then the mind started to have illusion.
你的感官就失去正确的感觉。
And because of the illusion of the mind appears, so the senses also lose its a correct perception.
你就有恐惧，
And then because you have fear,
你就有解释，
and the mind give a lot of explanation.
然后身体的痛又开始反映出来。
And this made the physical pain even stronger.
这时候你该怎么做，什么你都不知道怎么办。
And then you become totally confused, and then you do not know what to do.
身心脑混乱7个能量也混乱。
And because your body, heart, and mind go into such confusion, and so you also lose the balance of your 7 chakra.
痛消失了，
But
也恢复了。
yeah, but after a while, because the sickness of the body got away, and then you return to order.
所以我们其实是完整的，不要让我们的欲望，让我们的恐惧，把我们的身体，把我们的我们的那个身心脑分解、分化掉。
So remember, everybody is complete in its structure. So don't let the fear and the explanation and analysis of the mind to make the whole structure into a big mess.
接受一个单纯的事实就好了。
Yeah, you only have to live in a simple way. That is, to face the fact and 接受。
去看一个真事实就好了。
You only have to look at the fact.
比如说，她就是一个女人，
For example, she is a woman,
也就是女人，
and she is a woman.
她就是一个灵性，她就是一个灵魂灵性，
灵性 she is a spirituality.
那就这么简单。
So simple.
但是你说这个女人漂亮，那个女人不漂亮，
But if you started to compare, you said, oh, this woman is more beautiful than the other one,
你的混淆。
and then you start this discrimination,
哦，这是男人，
and then you start to follow your mind,
哦，英俊，哦，很丑，
and then you say, oh, this man, this guy is more handsome, or this guy is very ugly,
这个人很老，这个年轻，
or you say, oh, this guy is old, very old, and this guy is younger.
这就是头脑的分别。
And this is the discrimination of our mind.
我们去质疑头脑为什么要去区分，
We have to questioning this discrimination from our mind.
因为它的功能就是这样。
But we also have to know that this is the work of our mind.
这是社会功能
This is the social work of our mind.
和宗教功能，
宗教功能。
也是宗教训练出来的功能。
And it's also a kind of religious function.
那我们要去质疑它，
But we have to question about that.
为什么灵性跟生活要分开？
Why you have to discriminate daily life from spirituality?
它是不是跟这评断区分这种状态的情形是一样的？我们头脑是一直在评断论断。那我们不要被灵性跟生活把它分开，或者是我们不要把一个男人说他是老的，他是年轻的这样区分。其实头脑就是一直在二分，一直在二分的功能。我们能够看穿的话，灵性跟生活其实就是一体的。
So be very aware of this trap of the mind. If you can keep alert of this discrimination of the mind, then you will not fall into this discrimination between the daily life and spirituality.
你来跟我们来这边会合，你不是说啊，酷酷讲的东西很符合你啊，你喜欢；酷酷讲的不符合你啊，我不喜欢。这个也是在二分的。
Or for example, when you're sitting here, if you feel that, oh yes, I like what Cuckoo says, or oh yes, I don't like what Cuckoo says, 这也是二分。
这也是二分。
This is 什么叫二分？
二分就是一乘为二。
This is also a kind of splitting.
符合你你就喜欢，不符合你你就不喜欢。我们头脑一直在喜欢不喜欢哦，漂美跟丑，对跟错，这样一直在划二分。
It's a discrimination too because we like what we already identify, and we don't like what we do not identify with.
所以你看不到单纯的东西。
And because of this identification, then we don't see the reality, we don't see the fact in a simple way. We make our life more complicated.
所以我们来这边是来看到，为什么这个头脑一直在二分？他一直在讲什么是宁静，什么是生活，什么是好，什么是对，什么是神圣，什么是不神圣。
So to be here means Cuckoo want to remind you that we should learn to be more aware of what our mind is doing. Is our mind again doing this discrimination, telling right from wrong, and doing this identification?
Is it we who does it? We always say we do this, we do that, we do it to ourselves, we do this. Is it our fault?
你刚刚说我们那是我们的错吗？
我说我们的那个头脑没有错，我们那个头脑。
你要讲 we 的我们是你讲的是头脑是吧？
对。
When Cuckoo is saying we do this, he means the mind.
Yeah, but it's an illusion, but it's very strong.
他说这是
It's very difficult to fight it.
他说是一种幻觉，可是很强，你没有办法跟他对抗。
那你没有办法对抗该怎么办？
How can you be very stronger to fight it?
你怎么可能把
sometimes it's not possible. You look to the people's eye and you think they can never do that.
他说你怎么可能把自己弄到那么强壮的状况，你可以去对抗他？他觉得人们是不可能做到这一点的。
你有很多的难，很多的不可能，你就已经是头脑在为你讲了，所以你根本跟他就没有距离了。
And because you already agree with what the mind think, it's impossible to do this. So you already you're not taking distance from your mind.
No, it is true. I find out it's not even my mind. It's something. It's repeating itself. It seems like it's mine because mind is repeating itself.
他说
But it is not.
他不是这个样子，而是他看到的
It's
是
a
事
pure
实。
feeling, pure trust, or you can call it religion as well, as the mind.
他觉得是，他说你要说，他说他感觉到是这个样的，感觉到如此。如果你要说这个感觉这样子，感觉到头脑是这样子那么强大，没办法控制这样的话，如果你要说这种感觉是一种宗教的话，他也不否认了。
那你有没有看到很细腻的东西？感觉它是没有语言的，然后语言介入了，去表达这个感觉，那么语言能够表达这个感觉，能够表达出多少
？But have you ever been so subtle that you see that this feeling has no language and words at all?
No, it's just pushing.
Right, and no language and words. Yeah.
I am it. I don't know, but it is there.
他就是这个，他可能就是这个东西，这个感觉，然后他就是这个东西。
但是你感觉的时候，你就是真的是感觉的话，你不要用语言去介入，那么它就变成单纯。你用语言介入，它那个感觉就全部消失了。这就是生
How
命的。
about you don't get involved with language to give expression for this feeling?
I don't want to. It's involved me. I'm not involved in that.
他说他没有想要
I'm not taking that.
他说他没有想要去摄入这个感觉里面，而是这个是那个头脑摄入。
I don't even try to ask it why.
他甚至也不想去问为什么他是这个样子。
但是有一个你不想去，你一直讲困难，你不想，但是你在讲的东西都是在两极里。你有没有发现你在讲语言都是在两极里？这个两极里到底是真的感觉还是只有头脑？
But you know when you call it impossible, or you just say you don't want.
Difficult, yeah.
or difficult.
头脑一直在两极，你讲一下子这个，一下子这样，可以这样，可以不可以这样？我有介入，没有介入，都是在两极里。
Because the language you are just using is also from two polarity. Have you noticed that?
But the question was, do I do it to myself?
他说：“可是疑问是说，是我自己对自己这样做吗？是我这样去做的吗？是我这样做的吗？”
那你自己是谁？那个我是谁？先把它找出来。
So then, what is this I and what is
And now
myself?
we start from beginning because then.
被抓到了，重点，他都是在懊悔的时候，他就开始闪。
Okay.
And how when the mind is caught on their splitting, and the mind will try to escape.
It's clear. The only difference between us is our minds. But this mind.
头脑跟你之间的确是无关，
Yeah,
但就在你的身体里。
The mind has nothing to do with you, but the mind is inside of your body. So the mind has something to do with you too.
的确，那个我跟那个头脑的确是无关，但是你讲话必须要使用头脑，它又有关。
And this I has nothing to do with the mind. But when this I want to express, this I has to use the mind to speak. So, 所以头脑又跟我有关。
也对。
So the mind has much to do with this I too.
你说，然后你静下来了。
静下来什么意思？
对，静下来的时候有一个自己在那里，头脑又在上面思考，又有高，又有关。
And now, you know, when you are not in any motion, and the mind is there, keep thinking. 所以谁跟谁关？
然后那个头，但是一有生活来的时候，我跟头脑又消失掉，又变成变成语言。
But when there is something happening in reality, in daily life, then this I and mind coming together.
Finish.
不一样。不见了。
都不知道怎么，已经不存在了。
This I and the mind disappear.
又变成语言了。
And they 变成语言。
有一直在讲，一直在讲。
And only language coming out.
然后我们再把它看清楚，到底这个语言是头脑，还是那个我在使用头脑，还是头脑在使用我？你把它搞清楚。
So you have to really find out, is this mind using the language, or is this I using the language?
或者是这个自己，
Or this self using the language?
那这个自己是我还是头脑？
And is this self, this I, or this self, the mind?
这个头脑到底是我还是那个自己？
And this mind, the I, or this mind, the self?
他们是三个。
Me, myself, and I, or what? It's the mind, huh? Complicated. It's the mind.
他说就是头脑嘛，好复杂。
所以要把头脑抓出来，就很清楚了。我们讲唯物论、唯心论嘛，有一种唯心论嘛。
你要讲什么？我听不懂，你讲不懂。
我们就是语言在弄的话，我们就属于唯物论嘛，唯物论嘛。一种唯心论就比较属于感官性的东西。任何人都在这边混乱里。OK， 心理跟逻辑跟哲学这三个，我们有时候都搞不清楚。
Yeah, we mix up with psychology, logic, and philosophy.
到底是怎么样去区分这三个？
How to tell them from apart.
然后还有一个是宗教性的，宗教的东西。
还有一个
是宗教性的东西。
And there is something about religion.
还有一个没有超出这四个的东西。
And there is something beyond these four.
那还有一个都没有，没有心理，没有逻辑，没有科学，没有什么宗教的，也没有什么超越，只是一个像一个小孩子的。
And there is something, no logic, no psychology, no philosophy, no religion, no science. And 只是什么？
只是像小孩子那么生活化的东西。
Just like a little child, very, very daily life.
或者是一个很老的人。
or like a very old man.
那你现在头脑一直在表达，一直在讲，一直在讲，然后你很多，你到底是哪一种论点？是逻辑或心理还是哲学？哪一个论点？
So you have to be aware that why you are expressing, from which point you are expressing.
Why do I express it?
他说为什么他是在表达？
你表达出来一定有一个后面一定有一个头脑的支撑点嘛。
Because when you express, there must be a standing ground behind that.
Yeah, similar. I look in this tea, okay, and then my mind eyes looking. Oh, I like tea, and then my talking tea. Yeah. 所以我们一定要讲的东西，一定有一个支撑点在讲。如果没有支撑点在讲，那惨了，那就一个神经病了。
Because there must be a standing ground behind this talking. Without this standing ground, if you talk, then you are just talking bananas.
No, papaya, no papaya.
Talk and doesn't mean I get to talk. To get into
Suppose in our mind, we tear apart spirituality and daily life.
OK， 那我要告诉你，它是从一出来的。
And Cuckoo wants to tell you that spirituality and daily life comes from
OK，
one.
only is one。OK， 我一直在讲回到一里，
And Cuckoo is telling you that we have to return to this one.
不要一直在看这两个。
Don't focus on these two.
灵性是这个，就是灵性，
This is the spirituality.
所以这个也是灵性的部分，
And this is part of spirituality.
生活也是灵性的部
And
分。
daily life also part of spirituality.
但是你不愿意去看这个原体，
But because you don't want to look at this origin,
这二分出去了。
and so you believe in
Oh,
the, identify with these two splitting.
这边的灵性又有好跟坏，
And in this so-called spirituality, you
有好跟坏。
you also give definition about what is good, what is bad.
这边的生活也有好跟不好。
And in this branch of daily life, you also call some part of it good, the other part of it bad.
就变成4咯。
And so there are 4.
这个4里面这样去做比较好，这样生活比较好，又变成又2出来了。
And in each branch, you also tell 2. So there are 8. So there are 8.
这样才可以享受，这样就不能享受，又变成出来了。
Enjoyable, not unenjoyable.
然后又开始气愤，
And then a lot of discrimination.
最后你就看到这里了。
And then you have 10, more than 10.
呀，你就忘记这个本来的自己。
And then you forget this one.
呀，那你无论讲出任何东西，我就把你打掉，变成这个一体，回到一。
So whatever you say, Cuckoo would give a hit and remind you to come back to this one.
呀，你开始讨论这边，
You want to discuss about this left side.
我一打，你又打回来这里。
And Cuckoo would give a hit, and so you can come back.
但是我的支撑你就是回到这个单独，你单纯的你，然后去看到2、3、4没关系。但是你今天没有看到单独的一的根，你去讲4、5、6、3、4、2、3、4都没有用。
So Cuckoo does have a standing ground. That is, you want to remind everybody to return to this simplicity, this one. And if from this one you see this 2, 4, 8, then it's okay. But if you forget this one, you only identify with this 2, 4, 8, then you make yourself a mess.
所以很多人都有一个，都很少看到整体的东西。比如说，我们来玩一个游戏。
For example, if Cuckoo invite you to play a game,
比如说我比这样，你认为几只？
you show this and how
你
many?
看到多少
How many fingers?
？You look in how
手
much？
指吗？
呀，你看，你这样看到什么？
What do you see?
3 fingers and a hand
Mhm.
and 5 fingers. The hands.
他看到5个手指头啊，还有一个手指。
如果以数字来讲，现在是多少？
And if you want to refer to number, what number you would think of?
When I see the hands, the number 3,
OK，这样的话呢
5.
？OK， 所以你看每个人都看到这个，Yeah, it's good, it's true, just fine. But never people look at 1. So this 6,
Huh? Where 6?
6. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah， 但是每个人都忘记这个。
Most people forget about this.
原来的，所以这样是几个
So this is what number is this?
12.
？Good。一年几个月？
And 一年 how many months are there in 1 year?
12 months.
有。我就是一年。
So 我就是一年。
这样就是一年。
So 1 year, 12 months.
对呀。你知道一个月里面有2次的夜圆，有一次夜圆，然后夜阴吗？
And you know, 月圆月阴，没有月亮啊，明月。So you know, in every year there's one full moon, and also there's one in Chinese we call it dark moon.
这种每半个月里面又有一种气的变化。
半个月。And every half month there's a exchange of qi.
它一直在转。
Keep revolving.
所以我们就在这个生活里面一直顺着这个地球自然。
So in our daily life, we should also keep revolving, keep moving.
像阿姆斯特丹一样，每一天都变，不知道多种怪。
Following the changes of nature, just like the weather of Amsterdam.
你就不会去区分什么是灵性，什么是生活，什么是头脑是什么。你注意回到一个原点，单纯。
If you can follow the changes of life and always remember to return to this simplicity of the one, then you will not have this impulse of searching for spirituality.
用这个单一的东西去使用你的头脑，使用你的身体。你要把它区分，其实没有什么圣经脑，其实就是都没有任何区分，这么单纯的东西。
Because it's this simplicity of one making use of these changes and differences. And if you see this, then you will be able to make use of them, but you will not attach to the change, any change or any difference. You will not get stuck.
In my mind, it is so much changing from one moment to another that sometimes I don't know what to follow, which change, and that's the craziness. The mind says this, I follow, then it changes, I follow. So it's not possible always to follow all changes into the mind.
因为他说对他来讲的话，那个变化只要你头脑有的，头脑一直变。如果你要说跟随变化的话，那他就疯掉了，因为不晓得哪个变化，因为变化一直来，就是。
因为你有一个身心在那里，所以你的变化一定是只要符合需要的东西，它就会比较强；没有符合需要的时候，它就会像云这样飘过去。
Yes, our mind keep changing all the time, but beside this mind, we also have this sensation and also this body. But if you can be rooted in this reality, and then you will see that some changes of the mind is more illusionary, like the clouds in the sky, and then some changes is very related to its reality, very grounded, and it is what you have to put into action.
所以你还有身心在那里。
Because you have this heart and this body.
所以念头会变成虚幻的东西。
And this mind, compared with the heart and body, this mind is more illusionary.
你去过疯人院吗？
Have you ever visited any mental hospital?
This is a mental hospital.
Yeah. 但你还没有失去，你还知道那在那里，但是疯子就不同，他就不知道那。
You know this is a
那是
mental
假的。
hospital, but the people who living in that mental hospital, they don't know this is the mental hospital.
医生问他你在干什么？
You know, in one mental hospital, there's one patient always raising one arm, and the doctor asks him, "What are you doing?"
我抓住上帝的尾巴。
He said, "I'm catching the tail of God."
那上帝怎么样呢？
And so, how is the God?
上帝一直在挣脱，
The God trying to get free.
然后一下子，哦，他说上帝很强的在挣脱，
Well, now God struggles so hard,
然后他就抓，
and then two
那
arms.
怎么了？现在怎么用不动？
Why?
我抓住上帝的蓝鸟，
Now I got his dick,
他挣脱不了。
so he cannot get free.
等一下，我放你自由。
Okay, I set you free.
他跟着念头走，
他身体跟着念头走。
他所有身体就跟着念头在走。
Because his body follow the mind.
他相信，他抓到。
He believe in his thoughts.
Yeah, but I can watch the mind. I see what it's doing. I think these people in the mental hospital, they lost totally the witness role of watching the mind. They are so lost in it, and they believe what the mind is playing. Yeah, but I can really watch the mind, and sometimes the mind says this. I try to follow. Then a day later, the mind says a totally different. I try to follow, and that is the confusion. Sometimes I don't know what is good for me, what ideas, what thought I should follow. That's the dilemma, you know.
他说那个凤梨的人，他们因为是没有一个看着啊，所以他们就跟着头脑一直走，疯掉了。好像可是即使他而言，虽然他能够看着头脑，可是他有时候还会跟着头脑做东啊，然后后来头脑说做西啊，然后他就会有两难，就进退两难的情形。就是说，像他已经知道说头脑是虚幻的，可是头脑给他有些念头的时候，他还是会两难。
是的，所以灵性跟生活之间，就我们能够去调整。有时候该用头脑的时候，我们就用头脑；有时候我们不用头脑的时候，我们就回到自己的一个单独的需要里。那我这叫灵性，是用头脑，是在你的灵性就使用这个头脑。什么时候该使用头脑去听头脑的？头脑只是个工具，它没有什么不好。
So that's the，这就是灵性哦。
对啊，你的灵性可以看到那个头脑。
So yes, your spirituality can see the mind.
Yeah.
My consciousness, you mean?
Yeah,
Or what?
yeah.
你看，是讲他的
他的对
意识呢？
对他的意思。
Yes, your consciousness.
你的意识还很强，它随时在那里。
Yes, your consciousness is always there, and this consciousness can see the mind.
头脑它确实是个工具，
And the mind is actually a tool,
它没有什么不对。
and this tool is up to us to use.
所以你工作的时候，它需要头脑。
And while you are working, of course, you need a mind.
你在跟人见面的时候，你需要语言。
You are talking with your friend, you need to use language.
这就是工具啊。
Because in that time, the mind is a tool for us to use.
但是你太无聊的时候，你没有落实在生活身心的时候，那么这个头脑当然会胜于你的一切。你的头脑身体不动的时候，头脑的幻觉就会很强，头脑的能量会比较强。
But sometimes, when you are not in any motion, for example, you have nothing to do, and you sit there, and then the mind becomes so dominant, 变得很霸占性， 对不对？然后呢？
它就会让你的意识的能量减低，不会降低就要把意识压到让你看不到。
The mind become very loud and dominant, and then it's like the cloud covering up the sky.
And what would be the medicine for it? That the mind finds the right spot, that it's my tool and I can use it? I mean, is there... sometimes I go to a monastery for 1 month and I really come into this with, oh, this is the mind, the content of the mind changes, everything's quite... I feel it goes more the energy to the heart, you know, but... You know, so this could be a tool just to see the mind and to get the distance to the mind. But otherwise, in daily life, it's taking over. You know.
他说：“对啊，有就是头脑就是可能会变那么恐怖，所以他才会有时候他还去闭经啊，去那个怎么样知道。”
在日常生活，所以他刚才问的问题就回到刚才问题，就是说。其实灵性它其实是存在的，它没有离开你1秒。
他不是在讲这个，他不是讲灵性离开问题，他是说他对灵性他没有疑问啦。他主要是说头脑。
管你只能跟他让他慢下来。
让他慢下来。你刚刚讲说那个。
你回到简单的方法来，不要说让自己很忙，然后再找一个时间去闭经。在日常生活里，你就可以让你的灵性跟身心合为一体。
Cuckoo said there's one very simple way for you to let your spirituality and your body, heart, and mind become one. And you don't have to do any retreat in some other place. It means that if you can let yourself return to the simplicity of the basic need, it means that when you are very confused by your mind, then you pull yourself down to this reality and just ask yourself, what do you need right now? And if you can remind yourself, return to this simple need of daily life. And then in this way, but before you can do this, first step is you slow down your breathing. You slow down your breathing.
然后闭上眼睛。
And close up your eyes.
头脑，你只管记住那个呼吸。
And you give all your energy to your breathing.
或者是集中在那个呼吸里。
Yeah, focus on this breathing.
然后呢，张开眼睛，然后再闭着，再张开眼睛，再闭着，然后头脑就被你混乱，它就会回到原来。
You close your eyes and then you slow down your breathing, and then you do such breathing for a few times, and you open your eyes wide suddenly, and then you close your eyes again, and then you do breathing, and then you open your eyes suddenly wide, and then in this way your mind will be confused.
Yeah, so you know you are thinking, you too much thinking. Thinking one man hands and open. It's not true. Again, change. So you know. You look at TV, similar
change channel.
Yeah, change channel. Yeah. 所以这个时候你就可以，最后你会发现，你换到最后你会疲劳。
Yes.
头脑会疲劳。
If you keep doing like this for a few times, then the mind feel very tired.
Yeah. 然后呼吸又慢一点。
And then your breathing becomes slow.
所以为什么这种方法是一个？你能够在日常生活可以做的。
This you can do just in your house at home,
然后
any place.
如果没有办法控制的话，就像你说，头脑很强。
But sometimes the mind goes so strong that almost out of your control.
那就让它回到身体。
Then you have to make it, make the energy move to the body.
足緊。
Very quick.
Wake up. Similar, you know, 你骑马嘛。
Like you are riding on a horse.
这个身体像马。
Our body is like a horse.
马一直在看草啊，忘记跑啊。
Sometimes the horse was attracted by something like a grass.
因为他要让他跑之前，马就让他吃不饱。
Because this horse didn't get enough food.
所以。甚至他看到其他的有一些母马，它就会散发出一种气味嘛。公马就会。
Male horse attracted by some female horse.
母马发出腥味，它也会去很多公马的地方。
Yeah, also a female horse can be attracted by a male horse.
所以它主人在骑的时候，它会失去察觉。
And so when you are riding on the horse and the horse become absent-minded,
The whip.
所以为什么很多性为什么会变成西方人的一种想要把头脑拉回来的原因，变成他们一种就是把它当做一种把头脑降下来的一种方法。性为什么变成这么的平滑？原因就在这里，因为性是最快的。
and that's why sex behavior become a very quick way to pull the energy down to the body.
它是最快的。
最快。
打这个身体是没有那么快的。
Even now, you lose such effect.
然后就是那些毒品就变成一种附带品，那种替代品。
And then the substitute.
所以我们一直在找方法，要让头脑平息下来。我们一直努力，一直在找方法。
Yeah, people trying in many ways to calm down this mind.
其实你根本没有失去你的觉知，其实你根本没有失去。
Actually, you can never lose your awareness.
只是你忘记自己让自己调整，而且你的方法都借助在外面，这样子就只有两条路，一个就是学会自己去调整，而不借用任何东西；一个就是想要借用外在的东西。那么你只能选择一条路，你都是习惯以自己调整自己。